Howdy folks and welcome to Brain Rotters. Today we'll be talking about Bad Batch episode 2 and breaking down all the Easter eggs and references you missed in this week's episode. The episode, for starters, is called Cut and Run, so you know that everyone's favorite defective clone Cut Lawquane and his family were going to make an appearance. If you don't know, Cut made his first appearance back in season 2 episode 10 of Clone Wars, properly entitled The Deserter. If you're wondering why the Bad Batch went to see him, they need to learn how to be clones and fly under the radar, how to desert the Empire. To which they all find out the way to get by are the chain codes instituted by the Empire. Chain codes have been used throughout Star Wars to create a visual of a person's heritage and DNA, criminal record, etc. Last time we saw it used was in The Mandalorian when Mando needed proof that Boba had a right to his Mandalorian armor. The planet we go to in this episode is called Seleucami, in the Outer Rim territories, Outer Rim being perfect for a defective clone. Anyway, Order 66 happened. Jedi Master Stas Lee was murdered by a clone commander Neo on Seleucami. The four-eyed beast that was about to snatch Omega up is called, or at least looks similar to, a Nexu. You'll remember a much bigger version of it was an Attack of the Clones. More clones who have lost their way is what Sue says when the Bad Batch arrives. She might be referring to Order 66, hoping the Bad Batch haven't turned, or she could be referring to their official defection from the Empire. She says it like she's seen more defective clones recently than just them, minus her husband. She'll be talking about Rex. Well, you made it this far. You might as well subscribe if you're new, as well as hitting that bell for notifications so you don't miss another video. Rex, of course, gets a name mentioned in this episode. Rex went to see Cut to tell him about Order 66 and the events that transpired after that. If you don't know, in the Deserter episode of the Clone Wars, Rex was nursed back to health by the Lawquane family, and it's where he met Cut to begin with. Now, I'm sure many of you noticed this, but it took me till this second episode to realize that Hunter, being a tough guy, is taking after a kid under his wing and looking after that kid in this episode, trying to get rid of that kid. It's literally Mando and Grogu from the Mandalorian show. Mando even takes the entirety of season 2 to look for a Jedi to leave the kid with. It was his orders, but by the way, the story beats are the same. When Cut and Hunter go into town for the first time, an X-34 speeder car rushes past the screen very quickly. You'll remember this as the car that Obi-Wan and Luke were in on Tatooine back in A New Hope. You know, these are not the droids you're looking for moment. When the Bad Batch enters the town a little deeper, Wrecker hits his head off a post in front of him. This is in reference to the hilarious moment in the original Star Wars series when a clone trooper bumped his head off the top of the door. Omega encounters an Empire astromech droid. This droid is actually canon as R2-Q5, who made his first appearance in Return of the Jedi, as a droid working on the second Death Star performing maintenance. The Bad Batch's ship is specified as a modified Omicron-class attack shuttle, but the crew just calls it the Havoc Marauder, you know, for merchandise. There were a few Star Wars species in this episode. You might have recognized band players from the Cantina. Their species are Bith. You may have also noticed Greedo's species Rodian. Call me crazy, but I continue to see two very blonde Mandalorian citizens walking about. You might have noticed some pirates. I know I did. Thank you all so much for watching. What did you miss? What did I miss? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you are new here, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. We love to have you. Thank you all so much for watching again, and have a great rest of your day.